Hello, everybody, and welcome back to First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Claire.
I'm back.
You're back.
Thanks for having me.
No probs. Hey, thank the whales.
You got to save them.
Thank the whales.
Somebody's got to do it, and Jimmy's our guy.
People always try to save the whales, but no one ever stops and thanks them.
Yeah, exactly. Joe?
Yep.
I watched Hereditary the other day.
Oh, boy. I loved that movie.
It's a movie I'm not allowed to watch.
Yeah. Those are the two things. I loved that movie, have never gone back to watch it, and Claire is only, like, maybe allowed to read the Wikipedia. Maybe not even that.
Oh, like she hasn't seen it at all?
Yeah.
No, and he basically watched it, was like, I will never recommend this for you. In fact, I think this will be triggering. And I was like, okay, valid. And then I just haven't gone back to it. But I did recently like come across a thing about Hereditary online. And it like jogged my memory that, that was I'm not allowed to watch that movie.
What is I guess maybe you have to do a vague, what's the reason why Claire's not allowed to watch this movie, Joe?
Toni Collette's performance.
Okay.
Is very...
Is it reminiscent of...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of who?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Of everybody?
Mm-hmm.
There's a person.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm going to need to figure out what this person is or who this person is. But if you are one of my siblings and are listening right now, feel free to guess.
You can write it in at FNL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter, and you can tell us if you agree with Joe's thing, if you've seen the movie. I watched it again, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've already seen it.
I had already seen it, and it was like new on Netflix, and I just like wanted to, for some reason, like when I'm gonna burrow down, and I'm gonna like do like a couple hours of like heavy work for my actual job. It's like, throw on a movie, because then I'll just like, especially something I've probably seen before, or maybe something that I've never seen, but I'm positive doesn't demand a lot of like attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh man, it's been 6 years since I've seen Hereditary. Probably I'll turn it on. And I was watching, and I was like, yeah, it was fine. It was good.
But it wasn't something that you felt like you were re-sucked back into at all, or?
It's good. It's a good movie, and
Mm-hmm.
I know why it was really good the first time I saw it, and I can tell why it's like it's kind of the reason that's why it's maybe not as special the second time, because you just know
already
everything.
you already know the shocking part.
Yeah. And then you're just left with the pain and the yelling.
I don't think I'm gonna.
I think
watch
there's
it.
things though that like I've heard that there's like stuff in the backgrounds that like I probably missed the first time.
Oh,
around.
I'm sure, and I would never catch that because I'm like staring at a screen while it's on a separate screen, like in my periph for the most part, unless I'm looking at it. So I'm not staring at the movie for the full hour and 45 or 2 hours or however.
You weren't
long it
like
is.
trying to rewatch it for.
No, I wasn't
missing
studying
things.
it. No, so
Would you like go to like and watch someone's YouTube of like pulling out all the things you missed?
yeah, I'd watch that.
Okay.
If they were good, if they were an interesting person, they'd have to be an interesting YouTuber.
Oh, I don't know if they're interesting YouTubers.
Well, I'm sure there's some interesting YouTuber that's done it. I have some like things like when I turn on a YouTube channel, maybe it's like, oh, you might like this video about, for instance, secrets in Hereditary or something like that. I'll turn it on, and if they aren't talking in the first like 10 seconds, I'm generally like, fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when they have like a whole like welcome to our show, you have a whole podcast intro. What do you mean?
Well, it's a podcast.
But on YouTube, like they can have an intro.
They can. I mean, that's not as big of a deal. Generally, I'll wait it out, and if they start talking, I need to like their voice.
Oh, well.
Like that's a big deal. If your quality's bad or I don't like your voice, even if your shit's good, like the content's good potentially, I'm probably out.
You don't want to hear that scruffy
Well,
microphone.
there's so many other people with good voices and good quality like out there that I'm just like, I can forgive it.
I do feel like right now when you go to YouTube, there's just so many options that
much.
it's a lot. And you're right. If you open up something and their microphone's bad or it's just not hitting the same way, it's not worth it.
No.
I did watch a really good one where it went through The Sixth Sense and did all of the things that like are that you might miss that are like telling you that he's a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. if you
think it's
haven't
fine. I
seen
think it's
Sixth Sense. Like, that's stressing me out. But it was actually very impressive. I didn't think I would like it. And in fact, I was quite engaged. So maybe I'll go look at Hereditaries. And
It was Bruce Willis the whole time. You know that?
He was there the whole time.
it's so creepy.
There is I was watching a video of some guy, and I think I had watched a bunch of his videos before. It's good quality. I like him. And then I was watching one, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's sound design's like fucking great. Like, it's just like little, like, not annoying, like, people will put in like like little noises and shit sometimes, and it's like something moves and it's like, and it's like, that's really annoying sometimes. But this guy had like, I was like, all your little sound transitions and like your music and everything is like, it's never jarring, it's never like
Did
in
you
the
then
way.
like and subscribe and then like write a
Oh
comment?
no, I've been subscribed to this guy for months, but like I just like, it's been like, I watched like a couple of videos and I saw a couple like
he made some money. He was
like,
able to buy a better microphone.
they came like back up. No, he's always it's always been good. I like want to go back to like the first one I watched and be like, is it always just been this like tight?
Dude, if it has been.
It's like one of those things where I'm just like, I know this guy's great and I liked him, and now he's even better. I did think about texting him. I was like,
Go
yo,
right
bro.
into the DMs.
Yo, bro. No, I was going to comment and be like, your sound design's sick. Because I was like, does he edit? Because part of me then is like, do you edit or do you have an editor? Because it's like to a quality, the point where I'm like, if you record this, do this, and edit, then like that's crazy
a lot
good.
of time, yeah.
That's awesome. But if you have an editor, that's also like fine. It's just like you just have disposable income too.
I feel like if I had a YouTube show, I'd want an editor that's not me, because I think they would do a better job than if I was doing it myself. Because once you start, like when you guys are editing the podcast, yes, I do not edit the podcast ever, but I think it would be hard for me to like hear my voice over and over, and like I would just get too lost in that I wouldn't be a good editor for myself.
You get used to it eventually, and you decide that your voice sucks and that's just how it works, kind of thing. Who likes their own voice, like just talking, like in recording? Yeah, fucking crazy people. But when it comes to like maybe making videos and stuff, editors are awesome and they're time saving and whatever. And I think when people are starting out, it's good to edit your own videos and stuff so you can make it what you want it to be, and
so it's not somebody else's vision.
It's not someone else's, like, it's like, this is all my footage and my voiceover, now make a video, because then they're going to make something potentially completely different than like maybe what was in your head.
I'm like imagining that this is like you got the disposable income that like the editor is going to make it the way you want it to. But yeah, I hear you. It would be rough times, and I probably should learn to edit.
You should. It's been an open invite for about 5, 6, 10 years at this point. I don't know.
I'm working on it. It'll happen.
You're working on it. Buy that computer soon.
Oh yeah, I got to do that like in the next 4 days.
Oh God. I don't think it's gonna go up right away, but I guess you never. I need a new computer too. I actually helped one of my other friends buy. Like, he was like, I want a computer to edit stuff. What should I get? And I was like, if I was going to buy one right now, like, this is what I would buy. And I think he just bought that computer, and I've used it a couple times at his place to just stream football games. So it works great there.
It's working great.
But I need to do that, and I basically just need to like upload some stuff that I have to like edit a video, and I just want to go over to his place and be like, can I just like render this really quick and just like see how everything works?
I think that'd be great. Like, you would just be able to test it out. I think that's half the struggle with computers. Although computers now, like, if you're like on Mac, they're pretty much all the same.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking Mac too, so.
Oh, then it's not gonna be.
I'm a Mac boy.
It's gonna be the same. You don't need to even practice.
It's not gonna be the same because eventually they're bad. But like, he's got good RAM. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all about the RAM,
It's
baby.
all about the RAM.
Can't you pump that up? Add more RAM?
Oh, you can bump it up.
Then why don't you just pump up your RAM?
But you can't just pump. Well, the problem is my like the battery in my laptop's about to explode or something like that. So that's why I need a new computer.
I think you've said that for like the last year.
It's one of those, like, I could spend like $500 to get it fixed, or I could spend $2,000 and get a new computer,
then be set for the next few years.
and then be set for the next few years. And then I could also just get like, I guess I could actually get Apple Care this time. Because if I had Apple Care, it would have cost me like $50 to fix my computer. You know, you live and you learn.
But Apple Care is like a monthly fee.
I don't know.
I'm just
I don't know.
okay. So we'll look at those moments and
it seems like it would be worth it at this point in my life. Like, you know, like
today.
I was wondering.
Don't you kind of want a new computer?
I mean, yeah, but like I don't need a new computer.
Maybe you need a new
Just
computer.
because I have like a nice job and like things are okay doesn't mean I want to spend $2,200, $2,000 on a new computer. I should buy a new couch. I can't afford a new computer.
And you got to put that thing together.
I do.
How fast does it render stuff?
The couch?
Yeah.
Super fast, dude.
Oh shit.
That renders it renders the nap hard. Hey Joe.
Hey.
What's this podcast about?
We take a TV show per episode and analyze it via only the first episode and the last episode of the entire series. We will watch the first episode and review it and talk about how we felt about it, and then try to make predictions before the last episode of what we think is going to happen over the course of the show. And then like we order food and stuff. It's a whole thing. Like we like split up the jobs, and like it's a good hang. But like from a listening perspective,
Talking sausage talk now.
Yeah, you don't need it. Nobody needs to know that.
from a listening perspective, you just get to see if our predictions for the finale came true.
Yeah.
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 And I have the show this
Mhm.
week, and it was. I hope I found all the episodes.
I kind of am not convinced that you have a show.
And tonight we're going to be watching.
Yep. I thought.
Nope.
I'll be right back, and you just like go to the bathroom for 15 minutes to try to think of a show.
The podcast ends by you hear the footsteps, the door in the car, and then it's an hour of silence.
Yeah, we're just sitting in your house and you like leave. It'd be great.
I mean, I don't have a car here and it's cold outside. So
I had a friend once in high school where we were all just hanging out, and then all of a sudden he just goes, "Hey, I'll be right back," and goes out to his car and just left as just like a bit.
Did you guys freak out?
No, we were just like, did he just leave? He just left?
It was just
did you think that was funny?
Was this like the dude's house, like the house you guys always hung out in?
Yeah.
Okay, so like you were like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But is it the kind of person that would do that normally? Like play a prank?
You know this person, and absolutely.
Oh, so it's that person. Okay. Yeah. We should get him to listen to the pod.
Yeah. We'll see what he thinks.
I have a friend, he wouldn't leave, but he would be like, I'm working. We would like go to his house like on Fridays, Saturdays and whatnot, and like usually hang out and like just sleep over because it's like, fuck, it's like 3 a.m. Why don't we we're 17. Why don't we just like stay here? And he would always be like, yeah, I'll be off work at like midnight. You can come over at like 10 or whenever you want. And it's like,
And just like hang out with your mom?
well, because like they had like a basement and that was like his zone. Like his parents like just never went down there.
That scares me. Like I can't imagine that. Like
It's just like couches and a TV, and we just like played video games.
I
and
mean,
shit. Like,
but
you
if
know,
I was
his
in my
bedroom
house
was down there too.
and
Yeah,
then
what scares you
randomly
about
I
that?
have these random high schoolers just like showing up, my kid's not even home.
We weren't, but they like. It's not like we were random. They knew us.
I don't know.
We didn't do it like right away. Like the first time was like, hey, you guys want to come to my house? You've never been there. This is my address. Come over at 10. I'll be home at noon or at midnight.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, it was that kind of house.
Okay.
Where it's just like
the
anyone can
hang
just
house.
drop in.
Yeah. Cool. We're gonna do celebrity deathmatch tonight.
I did research on the wrong show.
What is that?
So like,
Wait, you don't even know what it is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wow.
Is this a wrestling thing?
Kinda.
What?
a little more like sausage making before we get into it. Like Josh was saying earlier that like because we did Clone High the other week, he was like, oh, like there's like other MTV shows I like to do that he like looked up, and without talking about it, I was trying to like guess what show it was, and like well, the other show that I thought it was maybe Undressed.
Oh, I remember Undressed.
Yeah, but like that's a show that like
It's too sexy for this podcast.
too
maybe.
sexy.
For
200,
Joe.
223 episodes.
Wow.
I don't even know what that one is.
Yeah, it's like a Canadian like
College-
teenage
college
soap
kids
opera.
hooking up.
Yeah. But then the other show that I thought it was, and like I confirmed because you said it was 93 episodes, and I
Yeah.
looked on the Wikipedia for the show that I thought it was
No,
Punk'd.
you kept saying 93, but he kept saying
No,
70 something.
No, I said it was 93. I confirmed to him that it was
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
I said Wikipedia said it was 93.
So then I thought it was Punk'd, and I looked up Punk'd, and it had 94 episodes. But I know that you were saying something about like there's 2 pilots, and I was like, oh fuck, it's Punk'd, and because like, and I was just kind of dreading it because I just don't want to hang out with Ashton Kutcher for an hour.
Oh yeah. No, I hear you there.
Yeah.
I have looked up Punk'd though before to watch on
Yeah.
this podcast.
And so while we were doing the
Ugh.
intro, I like read the entire Punk'd Wikipedia. So I'm all ready to talk about Punk'd.
Well, we're not going to do Punk'd. We're going to do Celebrity Deathmatch. It was 6 seasons, 93 episodes. So it originally went from... Okay, this is weird. So production companies... Okay, wait, it was MTV 1998 to 2002, but then it was also that restarted up again in 2006 and had 2 seasons on MTV2.
Okay, that sounds about right.
so would you count that second blip?
We better, because I don't know if I can find the other, because it was really, 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 really hard and totally legal to how I found episode 1.
Oh, so I think I understand now why it had 2 pilots.
Can you tell me?
Well, maybe not, because now I'm looking at the dates. But like what I was remembering was I thought that the premiere of, or like not premiere, but I thought that the first episode of this was like during the Super Bowl or something, right?
Man. Well, yeah, because in 98 it was called Death Bowl 98. So I think that was the second pilot.
Yeah, like that might be the other.
January 25th, 1998. Was that the Super Bowl that year?
Yeah, probably.
It's Super Bowl time. That'd be
What
early
year?
Super Bowl. 1998
I'll look it up.
was the Super Bowl on January 25th.
Because, yeah, there's 2 pilots, but then one of them is listed for January 1st, 1998.
Yeah, and that's Charles Manson versus Marilyn Manson.
Uh-huh.
But that's only like one thing.
What are we watching?
Also, yeah, really quick, Claire, do you have any clue what Celebrity Deathmatch
I
is?
don't know what
Okay,
you're
yeah,
talking
maybe we
about.
should start there.
We got to start there.
Wait, but Super Bowl 1998
Yeah.
was on January 25th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it was
Okay.
the same night as, so that was the second pilot. Okay, so Claire, Celebrity Deathmatch was a MTV claymation TV show.
So
So-
this is stop motion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when Joe said, "Is it animated?" I said, I wouldn't consider it animated."
Oh, yeah.
Is why I described it like that,
Uh-huh.
because it's not live action, and I wouldn't consider it animated. It's stop
Mhm.
motion claymation. And so what they do is it's called Celebrity Deathmatch. So they make up reasons why 2 celebrities have to, like Charles Manson and Marilyn Manson, get into a ring and then they fight each other to the death.
Is that the one we're watching?
The-
Charles and
No. That's
Marilyn?
a pilot. So
So, yeah, I'm reading further in the Wikipedia here, and it turns out, so the January 1st one was a short that was part of MTV's Cartoon Sushi, which is apparently a different, like, just animated showcase show.
Okay.
And then, yeah, the next other pilot was that one during the Super Bowl.
got it.
And then 3 months later, it was a regular show.
Than the regular show. So we're going to watch the first episode, which is called Seinfeld's Last Stand.
The first actual episode is what we're watching. Gotcha.
And
is that actually from the night that Seinfeld ended?
that's what I read. I also, once again, before we started this, I don't know where my phone is, so I can't look anything up fast. So I think I read very quickly that the final episode of Seinfeld was May 14th, 1998, which is
okay. That's okay.
So maybe we can confirm that or not, but I'm not sure.
That's just I think that's proper. I'm just a little bit disappointed because I for sure remember these first 2. Like I remember Charles Manson versus Marilyn Manson, and I remember Death Bowl 98, which features Spice Girls versus Hanson.
So you've watched this. This was a Joe show.
Listen, 1998, I was 11.
Oh.
And
You shouldn't have been watching this.
bro, I was like into wrestling.
It was claymation. It was fun.
I can only imagine what they had Marilyn Manson doing.
Yeah.
via claymation. That was around the time we all thought he took his ribs out so he could suck his own genitalia.
I'm sure that's referenced.
It probably is referenced. Yeah.
He probably takes his rib out and like sucks it or something. I don't know. I guess he doesn't suck his rib. That doesn't make sense.
So we're gonna watch that. I mean, maybe. So this is an interesting one because some of the episodes. So the episodes are just like various matches. I don't know how many are in. Are there always 3 matches? It looks like there's always just 3 matches.
And then do the celebrities themselves voice the characters, or is it just actors?
Not sure, but
Okay.
probably not, based on definitely who is in this first episode.
Okay. Because you don't think they would be on this?
No.
Okay.
Let's just put it this way. The first match in this first episode is Hillary Clinton versus Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to. Okay.
I'm pretty confident they're not like on this. So I was wondering whether or not we wanted to. I could list the 3 matches, and then we could do points week, and we could say everyone could vote on who they think is going to win. Because I have no idea.
I mean, I do like getting extra points because I want to be at the first and last this year. It's the goal.
Ooh, that's fun.
I've already gotten perfect points, so just saying. Yeah,
You might have more points than me. That's plausible.
I got 4 one time.
Because then if we do that, we can do for the first episode, I can list off the 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
We can each vote on who we think is going to win. And then in the last episode, we could potentially look up the 3 matches, vote on who's going to win, and then we all have a fourth prediction to do randomly.
So we're really only gaining 4 points potentially.
That's always how it works. Actually, in this one right now, we're potentially getting 7 points total.
Yeah.
3
And
points for the first episode.
now your
4
predictions, you got a 50-50
You get
chance.
50-50, which is just life.
Yeah.
Everything's 50-50. Either it happens or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in for points week.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
All right. So, match number 1. I told Claire this already, Joe, while you were getting our food. Hillary Clinton versus Monica Lewinsky.
I think it's got to be Monica, right? She's the people's champ.
I think at the time, though, in 1998, it's going to be Hillary.
What do you mean at the time?
Like you thought people were
At
on.
the time, people were making fun of Monica so hard. She is the people's champion, but she just got smeared by PR when she was abused by Clinton.
Sure.
And I think at the time,
Meanwhile, yeah, people loved Hillary Clinton.
you're right. No
She
one
was
ever
treated
liked
great by the
people
media.
Joe, historically, people have always loved Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, one of our most beloved celebrities.
I mean, she tries to run for president and stuff.
She tries to run.
okay,
for
so you're
president.
picking Hillary?
Yeah.
And I want to be different than Joe.
Sure.
Okay, so Joe's going Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Claire's doing Hillary. And you know what? I'm going to go with Claire because I think despite her clear love, everyone loves Hillary.
Yeah,
She's a scrapper and will always come up on top.
that's true.
Dude,
that's true.
She has stuck in there forever.
Well, here's the deal. The question is, who's Bill going to come in and help?
Ooh.
Bill isn't coming in, but Bill's didn't come in and help Hillary at the time because she stood by her man.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Second match.
Second.
Mariah Carey
Oh.
versus Jim Carrey.
I think there's maybe some Jim Carrey fatigue at this point, and so I bet it's just Mariah Carey just chopping up Jim Carrey.
I fully agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mariah Carey beats Jim Carrey with a vocal.
Yeah, a high
Zach.
note, a really high note, right? And
I
then
can see
he's
that.
just like, ah. Okay, we're all on
You're Mariah Carey too?
Mariah.
All right, we're all Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final episode, our final match. Remember, this episode's called Seinfeld's Last Stand.
Mm-hmm.
It is Tim Allen, Tim the Tool Man,
Oh, boy.
Allen, Taylor, whatever they want to call him, versus Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
I also say I'm gonna pick Jerry Seinfeld because Seinfeld's one of the greatest sitcoms ever, and I just want to support my boy.
I just hate the that thing.
Yeah.
So because I hate that, I'm gonna go Seinfeld. But I honestly think Tim Allen would crush him.
Like in a real fight,
like in
you're
real
saying?
life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I pick him then?
This also because remember I don't remember when he did it, but Tim Allen had like that he used to do a bunch of coke, right?
Oh yeah, that was like
Yeah, that was
well.
like
I mean, it was
before
well before this,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like
That'd be reference,
you
right?
think he's gonna Scarface?
oh my
This-
god.
Could be. Maybe he's like losing the fight and then he like gets some coke, like a Zenzu bean.
Yeah,
It's just he's
yeah.
back in it.
If Seinfeld is ending on that day, is this like MTV's way of saying it's like ending though? And then I really do need to pick Tim because they're gonna end Seinfeld.
No. Yeah. Lock in your answer.
Well, what's Joe gonna pick?
I'm gonna go Seinfeld because I think it's a misdirect, and I just don't think that anyone wants to see Tim Allen win a fight. I guess.
Claire's almost got me switching.
I don't really know what the show is gonna be like and how they decide who wins. I feel like they're just gonna be making fun of the person more, and then they're
Yeah.
gonna like rip themselves apart apparently
Yeah.
and suck on ribs. But I'm gonna go Tim just to be different.
All right, I like it. Tim Allen, good. I didn't want us all to be Mariah Carey again. I wanted something different.
Well,
So
good.
those are the 3 matches that are happening in episode 1, Seinfeld's Last Stand. Let's just jump in.
Oh, I am prepared for some cringy shit.
Oh,
Let's go.
this is from 1998 on MTV. So.
Yeah. And we're starting off with like a Clinton Lewinsky match. So like, oh boy.
Good luck to us. We'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Celebrity Deathmatch. It was Seinfeld's Last Stand. I have a write-up sort of, but it goes per match.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll read the first match write-up. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the second one. First match was Monica Lewinsky versus Hillary Clinton. According to Wikipedia, Bill Clinton accidentally tells Paula Jones to, quote, grab my nuts through Stacey Cornbread's microphone so he can have the peanuts he ordered earlier. This is misunderstood by both combatants who turn on him. Bill then flees the arena in a Secret Service helicopter. Jennifer Flowers is accidentally hit in the face with Monica's trap-bladed beret thrown at Hillary, featuring Bill Clinton, Paula Jones, and Jennifer Flowers.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it was Hillary and Monica versus each other. They fought for a while, and then, Bill yelled, grab my nuts, through the microphone because he was just trying to get his peanuts or something.
There's probably the most actual fighting in this match, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they punched.
Mm-hmm.
They kicked. I mean...
Well, and like Hillary was full on banging her head into the stairs, which I've seen wrestling before, and they always talk about like, oh, that chair weighs 7 million pounds.
Well, no, the stairs weigh a lot. Chairs just weigh what a chair
Why
weighs.
do they say that though? Because it's not like you're getting hit by
Yeah.
the stairs.
Well,
No,
sometimes they pick the stairs up and
Yeah.
they throw them at people.
That's when they say it. That's when they're like, those stairs are 2 tons.
Yeah, when like a big guy picks up the stairs, they're like, those stairs are so heavy, man.
I couldn't pick up the stairs. Yeah, there's a lot of
I feel like
fighting.
you could probably pick up those stairs.
Because it's fake.
No?
It's
You could
fake
probably.
2 tons.
The problem, your only issue with picking up the stairs
I'm
in real
small.
life would be like
Yeah,
just
they're
your
small.
wingspan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would literally be your problem.
This
I would
the-
guess those stairs weigh. Like, they look like they're made of like aluminum, right?
Corrugated steel.
Okay, maybe it's steel, but like it's like hollow.
But I feel like they would actually probably
I
make
bet
them
they-
aluminum if they knew there was going to be a match in which they were going to pick them up.
Well, they can't, but they all step on them. They're the same.
Yeah,
stairs.
they don't want them
switch
to
around.
bend. Like they want them to be solid enough that you could throw someone into them and they'll hold together.
I mean, I bet they're like.
20 pounds?
Oh, I was gonna say I bet they're like 50 pounds.
Mm. Okay, then I guess that would be tough for Claire to hold above her head.
I would not be able to hold that above my head. Also, if I was going to choose to do this, clearly they would kayfabe it for me, and I would have the aluminum stairs that I could hold over my head, and then I would smack the shit out of whoever I was fighting against. But I'm never gonna do that. Never gonna happen. So
I'd come see your wrestling match, Claire, if you had one.
I think I'd need like a fun like character costume. I don't know, but I'm not really into it. I'm too short.
Do you know any female wrestler? They're all your size.
A lot of them are like gymnasts and stuff.
Okay, well, I'm not a gymnast, so I think there's other things that are counting me out, and I'm old, so there's a lot of reasons why.
Most women wrestlers are probably exactly your age, actually. Mid-30s.
I don't know about that. I feel like if I was going to get into wrestling, I'd want to get into it when I'm younger.
Well, I mean, clearly.
Like, by this point in my life, if I'm still wrestling, like, I got some head injuries, like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're in wrestling shape
I probably
or anything.
already had,
like
a weird boob implant explode on the wrestling match. Have you guys seen that before? I heard it happened when I watched the Totally Divas TV show one time, which I don't recommend. But back to Monica and Hillary. I forgot her name.
You forgot.
Everyone's favorite, Hillary.
Okay, but it did bother me that there was like no ending.
Yes.
Like they ran out after Bill because he was like, my nuts. But there wasn't an ending. Also, Monica did not get back up after her face was smashed. She stayed at the rink. I don't remember her. Did you guys see her get up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They went back into the ring and they were fighting. I think my problem with it, I don't care that it was a draw technically. It's just that like the ring announcers like didn't be like, oh, I guess it's a draw.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't call anything.
It was just like weirdly ambiguous. It's like we're watching a match. You guys are acting like this is a match.
Mm-hmm.
Call it like it's a match, even though apparently there's no DQ. Anything goes.
Yeah.
People can just leave.
They called things in the other matches that were like, oh, like there's not enough action in this match, or like stuff like that, as if it was a real sports event.
Well, we could pick that all apart, but so no one won that one.
No one won. But interesting decision for the very first match.
Yeah, of the first show. Proper episode.
I would say that the only highlight I had in that match was that Monica was wearing a beret, which I feel like she's known for her beret because of that one picture, that one time that she wore it. And I did really like that the beret that she took off had like the knives in it, and when she threw it, I don't know who she hit in the face. It sounded like your read-up had a person's name.
Yeah, Jennifer Flowers? Who's that?
Is that somebody in a lawyer?
I said, who did I say? Is it Jennifer Flowers? Yeah, Jennifer Flowers. I don't know who that is.
About to find out.
She's an American singer, model, and actress. Oh, she had a Bill Clinton controversy as well.
Oh, she hooked up with Bill?
Flowers came forward to say that she had a 12-year extramarital relationship with Bill Clinton. That he assisted her in securing a job as an administrative assistant with the Arkansas Appeal Tribunal.
Oh, she was one of the Arkansas people that came out when he was like running for president the first time.
It's good to know he was always a piece of shit. So that's who Jennifer Flowers was.
Well, then now I'm mad that Jennifer Flowers got hurt in the process of this, but I did like her beret. That was my only like highlight from it. The rest of it,
I thought you liked Monica Lewinsky's beret.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
You said, well, you were talking about Jennifer Flowers, and then you said
I'm confusing. I would say that like Bill Clinton, like the person claymation of him, was kind of funny. I think I lolled at the nuts joke. I didn't want to, but I did. But that's all I got for that one.
Oh, also Paula Jones was involved in this too, and she was a former Arkansas state employee who sued United States President Bill Clinton for sexual harassment in 1984.
Paula Jones is the one that told Monica to keep the dress and keep the evidence, and then was like real creepy about it. She's not really that great of a person. I mean, she's probably fine, but history. She's probably not fine.
I don't know anything about her.
Probably not fine.
Because it was 1984 and I was 9. So, sorry. Fight 2. So no one got any points because it was a draw and no one won. So fight 2 was Jim Carrey versus Mariah Carey. Jim Carrey's head explodes when Mariah Carey sings and holds a very high note, much to the displeasure of every spectator and arena staff, featuring Drew Carey.
That one pretty much went how we thought, I think.
Yeah, we all were like, she's gonna sing, right?
Yeah, it's like Jim Carrey's gonna do all his bits, and it's gonna be silly, and then Mariah Carey's gonna sing his head off. I think the only thing that I didn't get was I thought he was gonna like turn into the mask.
I specifically wrote no mask.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I can't believe there was no mask. Was that like maybe they were like afraid of getting sued or something? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess there might
They
be some
use a
rights
lot
stuff
of his
on that.
other jokes.
Well, I mean, at the end, like after his head was exploded, Mariah Carey said "smokin'," but I thought that Jim would have turned into the mask
Well,
and used that to try to fight.
He would never have lost though, right? The mask is like immortal.
It's pretty unbeatable.
I feel like that was the highlight. Like their match was the best out of all of the matches, but that's also because there's a winner.
Because there was an actual ending.
Maybe I like that.
Yeah, I like endings. I agree with you there.
I thought it was interesting in that one that it was like well, first of all, it's fun that it was a carry on carry match, and then there's like a pre-bit where like they're like fighting over a parking spot, and then like Drew Carey shows up and he's also like wrangling over the parking spot. But I thought it was interesting that they like it was purely Jim Carrey bits, and they didn't really like make fun of Mariah Carey at all.
I was okay with that.
It was just
Because I don't think they even made fun of Jim Carrey. They just had him do all his acting.
Yeah. I guess not really make fun of, but like cartoonize the celebrity. I thought that there would have been some stuff about Mariah Carey at this point, but it just seems like she's just at least in the show, it's just like, yep, it's a singer. She sings really high. But otherwise, she was like a normal person.
Yeah, I don't know where she was in her life at this point. If she was still in her lock and key from that producer husband of hers, or if she was like out. And,
she's
like,
out by this point.
Okay, so she's like. So there's definitely things you can make fun of her when she goes further, but like
she has a persona, and maybe this was developed like in the early 2000s and not quite there in 1998. But she like has a persona of like being like a fancy person and having like expensive taste and like being a little like luxurious and also very like sexy. That's all part of like the Mariah Carey.
She was sexy in this
It
wrestling.
was a sexy piece of clay there, Joe.
It was, yeah, definitely hot clay. I just thought it was interesting. I thought that they would have had more to say. I thought that they picked celebrities for this show so that they could make fun of them or make, characterizations of them.
Yeah, I mean, they made clear characterization of Jim Carrey, obviously. Just all of his like shticks, they just did. I mean, for me, it'd be hard. Besides, like that, she sings high. I'm like, what do you do with Mariah Carey? And they did that, and she won.
And she did it, yeah.
And they did. I mean, clearly they just picked them because both their last names are Carey. So we're gonna do that. And then they just brought Drew Carey in for a second.
That was great.
Maybe later on they do Drew Carey versus Mariah Carey in some form of like gauntlet of the Careys.
Who would win that?
What's that?
Who would win that? The Drew Carey versus Mariah. Like if she has her singing note thing, I feel like she's unbeatable.
Well, I think Drew Carey would win this match if it was post, in the timeline it came after the Jim Carrey match, because Drew would now go, well, I just have to shut her up and I can win. So Drew would duct tape her mouth shut or something. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of in a celebrity death match rules, like how would you stop it? And it would be like earmuffs.
Yeah, he's got a scouting report now.
Yeah, so he knows what to look out for. So everybody got a point there.
Yeah, we did.
Because we all figured that one out. And then the fight 3 was Tim Allen versus Jerry Seinfeld, and this confirmed that this episode did originally release on May 14th, 1998, which is also the same night that the Seinfeld finale happened.
Yeah, and it portrayed that the rest of the cast members were super pissed that Jerry didn't want to continue the sitcom, which I don't remember that being a thing.
I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't remember the surroundings of why Seinfeld ended. It was 9 seasons. It was time to be done.
Yeah. I don't think that that's an actual thing so much as it's just like commentary of like, hey, these guys aren't going to have much to do after this show is over.
But guess what? They're all filthy rich and all have Seinfeld money, so they're fine.
Yeah.
And they've all had good careers after. Well, maybe not Michael Richards.
Yes. One exception, but yeah, the other two have had good careers.
But he kind of did that one too. But he still has Seinfeld money.
Yeah.
So he's still fine.
He's doing just fine. I'm not worried about
And
it.
even before the Michael Richards crash stuff, NBC really tried to like get Michael Richards shows going, and they were not successful.
Really? There were like other spinoffs after Seinfeld?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I need to go look that up.
Mm-hmm.
Fight 3. So fight 3 was that Tim and Jerry both fight poorly throughout the entire fight until Jerry's co-stars, who are spectators, get into the ring and kill Jerry, feeling that he betrayed them all by ending Seinfeld. Mills Lane, who is the ref, accidentally throws a wrench at Don King's head, featuring Jason Alexander, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Michael Richards.
So wait, did Jerry die?
I didn't think he was dead at all. I didn't think anyone was dead. I thought they were just piled on.
Yeah, they're all just wrestling on him.
But if he's dead, then does that mean Tim won?
There's no subtle deaths in this show.
That's the thing. I don't trust this right up for that, because I do not think because they would have said he was dead.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were just all like on top of him and like pulling a leg and like pulling an arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we would have heard the bell ring.
Yeah.
That's the way to know.
Yeah. So that one's a draw too. So no one got a point. I mean, I like Seinfeld, so I kind of thought it was like a little fun thing, and I liked the like side story of the cast being mad at him, because it is funny. Like, you know, Seinfeld's like, oh, we're gonna end it, and they're like, well, I don't want to end it, because I mean, in 1998, all you know about these people is they're in Seinfeld. Really, you know. But
well, yeah, I guess PR was a lot different then. We didn't know every single thing everybody ate and.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they're not in anything else. Like, you know,
yeah, there's not much to
are
reference.
Oh,
you're not gonna make a Michael
Jason
Richards.
Alexander was in like Beauty and the Beast and shit.
Like the animated?
Yeah,
Beauty and the
he was
Beast?
like a voice, I think.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know that.
I could be wrong. I could be totally making that up, but I thought that was true. I'll look it up. But
I'd like to know.
But do we know that they weren't anything else because they couldn't be? Like, I don't know what their life was like, but I
mean, they're probably just really fucking busy being in Seinfeld, and I mean, if anything, they were in like Wando movies probably. But afterwards, they all were in a bunch of shit, you know. Besides Michael Richards.
Yeah.
But I mean, he didn't need to be in anything else. He was Kramer. He'll always be Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's mad about that. Whatever.
Yeah, he was on. Okay, so Jason Alexander was on Broadway.
Oh, here's the deal. Sorry, I had to break this up because it says like they get into the ring and kill Jerry. The write up legitimately for episode 2, fight 1 is Rosie O'Donnell versus Oprah Winfrey, and the first literal sentence is Jerry Springer in. Oh, Jerry Springer. Never mind.
You were so
I thought it was Jerry Seinfeld for a second, and I was like, "What the hell?" All right, never mind. He's not dead.
He lives.
He lives. All in all, I thought it was fun. I think they could be more silly about it, and like you said, Joe, and I remember it too. Like I remember like no deaths are subtle. And I literally don't remember there ever being draws.
Yeah.
Like this. So it was weird that this is what the first episode was like.
Yeah. Or even if a draw, it's like everybody died.
Yeah. Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
It definitely was less extreme than I was expecting it to be. Like I was bracing myself, and it didn't really make me feel uncomfortable as much as I thought it would. So if you can find this episode, maybe go watch it.
Recommended. Nobody died.
No one died.
Pro tip, if you're looking for it, search for season 1, episode 2.
There you go. Well, actually, Jim Carrey did die. His head exploded.
Yeah.
But like nobody cares.
I'm curious now, before we get into predictions, about like this is 1998, and this last episode was in 2007. So we're talking 8 years almost. What? Oh, actually, it's exactly 8. It's exactly no, it's not March. I was thinking March to May, so it's almost exactly 8 years. But I'm just like, I wonder what the claymation looks like. I wonder what the quality looks
I think
like.
it's gonna look the same.
Yeah, I wonder if they just try to keep it the same.
We'll see. Hey,
It was on
we'll see.
MTV2, which I don't know. Is that like not good programming at the time? Did they lose part of their budget?
Well, I would think they were trying to at that point be like MTV's for music, MTV2's for other stuff, kind of thing, because they like lost their plot for a while, and MTV just became nothing, no music at all. You know?
Well, then there was MTVU and there was a lot.
Yeah, they were just trying to get more channels and more stuff to.
You were probably
cool.
watching VH1
What's wrong with VH1?
at this time. It was old people music.
I can promise you this: in 2007, I wasn't watching TV or anything.
Okay,
I was
that's
not.
true.
I was not. I did not have cable. I was like just out of college. No, I was just out of 2007. I was probably just out of college. I ain't gonna afford cable. What are you talking about?
All right.
Barely afford the sandwich I wanted to eat that day or something, probably.
Oh, geez. I want to go back in time and like give some cash to baby Josh.
Well, don't graduate college and when the housing market crashes and
I know.
and there's no jobs.
I had the same problem.
It's
It
one
was
of those
great.
Try your hardest to not be a millennial.
Yeah, just try your hardest not to be born when you can't you can't do that. The final episode, which is episode 8 of season 6, is called Barry versus Bud, and that's just naming the final match. But what we're going to do for our predictions is for our first 3 predictions are just going to be match 1, 2, and 3. Who do we think is going to win? And then we're all going to have a 4th prediction that Claire might have just remembered
Totally
that I
did.
said to do. And we're going to just give ourselves a 4th prediction. So the first match is Anna Kournikova versus Danica Patrick. Joe, who did you think was going to win that?
I picked Anna mostly because I just think that the fans are more with Anna at this point than Danica Patrick.
Okay.
I don't know though.
I'm going to be against Joe. I originally wrote Anna, but like just watching him be so committed to her that now I feel a little bit bad for Dana. So I'm going to switch to Dana.
Dana.
Dana?
Danica.
Danica. I wrote Dana on my paper. So that's my bad.
I went with Anna Kournikova.
Okay.
Glad I could be different.
Yeah. Number 2 is Chris Pontius versus Mark Zupan. For those not in the know, Claire didn't know who either one of these people were at the beginning of the night. Chris Pontius is one half of the Wild Boys, alongside Steve-O, and also a major character in Jackass. And then also Mark Zupan, I don't know. He's a wheelchair rugby player.
Yeah, it was in Murder Ball.
And he was in the movie Murder. Wasn't that like a documentary about wheelchair rugby?
Yeah, so
playing?
clearly he's gonna crush some people. I'm gonna put my
Man.
vote in for him right
Yeah,
now.
I forgot.
Mark Zupan is crushing everybody. But I said kick earlier, and then I'm not gonna say those things again.
You can't say that.
I-
That stuff.
I'm gonna stick to my original prediction and pick Pontius, but remembering that it's the murder ball guy, I feel like I haven't seen that movie, but I just feel like the character is probably an ass kicker, right? Like, just fucking said it again. But you know what I
Stop
mean.
saying the word kick, guys.
It's a badass, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I'll stick with Pontius then.
He's not in an armchair. He's in a wheelchair. I went with Mark Zupan as well. I just heard rugby player. I don't care if there's any prefix.
Yeah,
like
right.
that. Like that guy's very strong.
Mhm.
And Chris Pontius has got like I don't know, fuckboy muscles, right? Like, you know,
Yeah, just fuck around muscles.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's just kind of he's a little beefy, but he's not really like.
he's like, if you want to get Chris Pontius muscles, it's like every day for like 30 minutes, just like literally roll around on the ground, and like eventually you'll
Just
just
do a couple push-ups.
yeah,
It'll be good.
You're gonna be sweaty and sore, and you'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
All your calories are just like Colt 45 and watermelon. Or
Take the
something.
stairs when you can.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The last match is Barry Bonds, a baseball player, versus Bud Selig, who is what is he?
MLB. Shit, I gotta
Commissioner.
look it up
He's a
again.
commissioner? Commissioner of the MLB.
So he's like in charge, and like this apparently was happening right when a lot of athletes were having issues with perjury over lying about their steroid usage.
Oh no. I feel so bad for all these $1 million athletes lying about steroids.
But like, wouldn't you too? I mean, it's
well, yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
Hell
we
yeah.
all would do that if we were put in that situation.
Yeah, just ask
Joe's like, no, I wouldn't.
Just ask Triple H.
The
He's
fair
never done a steroid.
love of the game. That's an interesting point though. Of like, I get like cracking down on like steroid use in like a actual sport where you're like depending on the athleticism to like have like a fair game, but like, I mean, maybe things are different now, but like they used to have like rules in the WWE about like steroid use there, but it's not a real competition. Like they use roids for like Marvel movies. Like why not WWE?
Yeah. I mean, here's the deal. Why not roids for everybody?
Because they're not healthy.
Yeah, they're
People
not good for you.
die.
Like you should have like a doctor
They're
like
really
managing.
not
Like
good. Even if you have a doctor managing them, which they probably all do, have some guy that's like
Oh, I'm sure they do.
their health guru.
yeah.
We know that this is like not good for them in the long term.
That WWE guy Maven,
Mhm.
who won Tough Enough and was on it. I think I watched one of his YouTube videos, and he was like, "Yeah, I just used to get a doctor's like." He used to literally get a doctor's prescription, and they would just mail steroids to him. And like he wasn't allowed to do them in the WWE, but he was like, It wasn't illegal. Like a doctor would send them to me.
I've watched enough wrestling with you guys to know that they're all on them. So this Barry Bonds fits in well with the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
And that makes me lean towards him winning. But I don't know. Old man Bud over here could totally. I mean, he kicked him out of the MLB.
Yep.
Major League Baseball.
You got it.
Well, what's the difference? There's like MLB, and then there's like the other one,
What's the other one?
the American Baseball League or whatever.
Wait, I think I assume.
Aren't there two leagues?
I think you're talking about the two divisions within the MLB.
Okay. Well, I just learned something new today.
Yeah, because they're divided up, so they have divisions, so they can play each other in various.
But they have different rules. It's so weird.
Oh, like well, I mean, what's really the big rule is like pitchers like hit in one of them and they don't in the other one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch.
That's huge.
I don't watch.
Designated
I don't watch
hitters.
200 baseball.
In the
games a year.
National League, it's 3 strikes. In the American League, it's 4 strikes.
It's not true. She's lying.
That would really mess with my head.
That'd
I'd be
and,
so
and then when they
confused.
play each other, it's 3.5 strikes.
3.5 strikes. Yeah. They compromise.
You meet in the middle. So who did you pick, Claire, to win?
Well, I circled them both, which could mean I think it's a draw. But then I have roids underneath Barry Bonds, so I'm going to go with Barry Bonds.
I agree with you. I went Barry Bonds too.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I think I went that way because of roids. Joe?
I went Bonds. But again, like, can I pick draw?
Yeah.
Okay, then I might pick draw for this.
Okay.
Because I think I can't see Barry Bonds winning because I think he's a villain at this point, but I also can't see the commissioner of the MLB winning. So maybe it's something where, like, Bud gets killed, but then, like, Barry Bonds' head explodes because he roided up too hard or something. So in that case, it's a draw.
Oh.
All right. So we're both going Bonds. You're going draw.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. And then for our secret fourth,
Yeah.
do you got one, Claire? She wants you to pet her.
Sorry, the cat is
Cat,
over here.
cat wants you to
I
pet
don't
her.
know how to pet cats.
Just pet her. Just pet her. How you would normally pet anything.
No, but she doesn't like it. Okay, back to my thing. See, she's walking away.
No, she's showing you her butt.
I don't love that.
That's good.
I think that there's going to be a referee that throws something because I just wrote something down about 2 minutes ago.
Okay. A referee throws something.
Yeah, and that could also be referee or announcer. Someone's going to throw something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
are you-
referee. We'll go referee.
I'll give you referee and announcer, but I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
making sure you weren't going to throw, and maybe someone in the rings, like a fighter's going to throw
Somebody
something.
throws something.
Like,
Okay, I'm
not
not
just if anyone at all throws something.
I mean, I like points, but I'm not trying to be that.
So a referee or an announcer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My last one was a race car.
Okay.
Because
Danica Patrick's a race car. I'm wondering if she's going to drive like a race car out, or like maybe Anna Kournikovaa's going to like kill her with a race car, like to be like, fun.
I can see that.
So race car.
I have Marilyn Manson returns
Oh.
because he was in the very first fight, and I believe he was in like the Super Bowl special too, as like a special guest referee or something.
He definitely refereed at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he was like
remember
a key part of the early show.
There's
So I feel
probably
like he
like
returns.
one guy that kind of has a voice that sounds like him. So they were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Like, oh, you got a good Maryland
And it
voice.
might have even been him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. It's
Ooh.
Judge Mills. It's actually Judge Mills Lane, right?
Oh yeah. Ref Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and I think in the first one it said like guest starring like Jason Alexander, Dreyfus, and Kramer.
Oh no, it's definitely voiced by other people.
Is
It
it?
was not them.
On the IMDb.
Oh,
apparently,
is it? Because it said like maybe it was just saying it was guest starring. Because
I
it
looked
said
that
like
up-
featuring Jason Alexander, whatever. But maybe they just meant featuring as in
Yeah,
like.
because I looked it up specifically because I was like, that's a pretty good Jason Alexander
Yeah.
impression.
Okay. Well, it fooled me.
Yeah.
Because maybe Jason Alexander doing like a kind of an off him to be like maybe it isn't me. All right, cool. Well, let's watch this last episode, Barry versus Bud, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the final episode of Celebrity Deathmatch, Barry versus Bud. Let's do it the same way we did it last time and go through each match.
Let's do it.
Fight 1, Anna Kournikova versus Danica Patrick. Anna is decapitated with a headbutt from Danica, but does not die immediately. She lives long enough to lob her own head at Danica, who herself is decapitated by Anna's projectile head.
That was my favorite match. I thought it was the best.
You were really squeamish during that match, though.
I mean, I was squeamish during all of the matches, but I think that I liked that one the best. And I also felt like I liked the jokes about them being mediocre in both of their careers. Because at this point, I don't think either of them had won really anything.
No, none of them had won like the big prize in their respected sports.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, as far as tennis, it's probably some form of any open, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for racing, it's just like any race. But like, there's like 50 cars and you're driving around for 4 hours and you got to be the first one.
I don't really understand race car driving.
I don't know how you're good at racing. But I
mean,
I'm
I
sure people are.
understand. I understand it. I don't think I'm engaged in that as a sport. I'd rather see tennis than people driving cars, personally.
I mean, I don't know why people watch race cars drive in a circle. Like, I kind of understand Formula One maybe a little bit more because it's like a course.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they like all just really loud?
Well, yeah, they're just really they're race cars. They're
I don't know.
big engines, right? But I'd like the circle, like Daytona 500. It's like let's watch this for like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like an endurance challenge.
Yeah, and I feel like
It's all about those corners.
got to be over 50% that are just like I cannot wait for a huge crash.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
right? Like that's what everyone's waiting for in racing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they don't. We watched what's his name die that one time. His dad. He's a big guy.
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt. See, yeah.
I'll be honest, I knew who she was talking about the whole time.
So you're bringing that up as an example of what?
I don't know. People die during crashes.
Yeah, but it's weirdly rare.
I guess that's
Considering,
true. I don't know. I think the pit stops in race car driving are the only thing that I think are interesting. And like that's the part where they're like not racing and it's not important and they just like go around and put on new tires.
I bet there are like documentaries on pit stop crews, and I bet I would watch that more so than I'd watch any form of a documentary about the actual race.
It has to feel really good to be a race car driver. Like it has to feel great to be going fast in a circle, I guess. I don't know. It's not for me. But in this episode, I liked Danica, and she didn't win. It was a null.
Yeah, the gimmick of the match is neither of them had won anything, and then by the end of this match, neither of them had still won anything.
Yeah. Funny premise, funny ending. It makes sense that I knew they did. Anna Kournikova ever win anything? Ever win like an Open?
I don't really know tennis.
I know Danica Patrick won a race at some point and became like the first woman to ever win a race, which is pretty cool.
Has there? Man, that's so weird.
Well, they're just like a female race
Okay,
car
when you look
driver
her
is very
up,
rare.
It doesn't even say that she's a tennis star. It says she's a Russian model.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, she is married to Enrique Iglesias?
Yeah.
I thought they were just like making fun of that in this episode,
No,
but
dude.
I did not realize that she's with Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
She has won
she
2
can be
Grand
his hero, baby.
Slams doubles titles. So she's won stuff in doubles, but I don't think she's ever won anything in singles.
I'm never going to win anything in singles. Unless it's best sitter.
They referred to themselves as the Spice Girls of tennis at the time.
Who's her partner?
Her and her partner Martina Hingis.
Oh, Martina. Yeah. I know that name.
Okay.
Martina Hingis?
Yeah, I totally know
Yeah,
this.
sounds familiar.
But she retired in 2003. So she retired without winning any
Singles.
singles. She was a trainer on The Biggest Loser, so you could also watch that and see her in that.
But like, how many people in history have won a singles tennis tournament? Like, I would bet very few. There's like professional sports teams who have never won a championship in 50 years, 100 years. Like, just because you're not winning the biggest prize doesn't make you not a good athlete.
Right.
Or whatever.
But how many tennis people do you know that are not like the peak, the creme de la creme, the winners?
I don't know anybody in
But we're
tennis,
not
though.
tennis
What are you
people.
talking about?
You know Serena Williams and Venus
Yeah,
Williams.
but they're the fucking peak.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The only ones we know, David Federer. Is that one of them? Brian Federer.
So
Is
you don't even know that guy.
I don't even know their names. The one guy with the mullet. I don't know.
So wait, what are you saying? So you're saying
Well,
I'm trying to say people only know tennis people if they're like super good. And the reason we all knew Anna was because she was hot.
yes. Gotcha.
But also she was decent at the beginning, according to this.
You know, there's also a whole group of people that actually like and follow tennis, and they know a lot of other people in tennis.
Yeah, I love that for them. I'm really excited.
I'm
And they
just-
should tell me who to cheer for.
You're just saying it's like I know who Kobe Bryant and LeBron James are because they're the pinnacle of like basketball, but I don't know like fucking anybody that just plays every night on most teams in the NBA.
Oh, I'm
Same thing,
right
like,
there
you know.
with you with any sport.
But most people listening to this are like, you don't fucking know like Reggie Jones. That's a guy in a different sport.
I was trying to
feel like
go through any basketball players I could think of, and I was stuck.
I feel like I've lost the thread. I think you were saying that like, so for at least in Anna Kournikova's case, she's gotten attention
Because she's hot.
aside from her talent.
Well, that and the fact that she was an actress, but apparently she married Enrique Iglesias. That made her more famous. Like, so she's definitely had other things to make her more famous than Danica Kirkpatrick. Because I only know Danica from car racing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
And-
Danica was like also I think she was a model too. She's a model before she became a racer.
It seemed like they were trying to promote that she had a lot of people behind her that were getting her to
Well, like that was her pit crew because she's a racer.
No, but I'm talking earlier when there was like the guys in suits when they were like talking to the promoter, and she basically was then asked to advertise some Vagisil or some shit.
Yeah, maybe she had a weird advertising thing going
Yeah,
on
I
back
like
then.
want to look that up. Like, did she start like advertising like always with wings or something?
I mean, fuck, man. If I was popular in anything to the point where someone knew my name, household,
Mhm.
and then they were like, "Do you want to promote Vagisil
Mhm.
or like butter Like, I'd be like, yes, I do. How
Yeah.
much money will you give
like
me?
any other athlete.
Fucking of course.
Like the way that
Like-
everybody does that.
Yeah, like fucking like Matthew Stafford's like, hey, you ever eat at Subway?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever heard of this $5 footlong thing?
Yeah.
That was 20 years ago. These are $14 now, but like, you should eat them.
Yeah, she won the 2008 Indy Japan 300 probably right after this was shot. So maybe she was really pissed about this episode and it's like, I'm going to go win.
I mean, you're also
Her one win. That's it.
That's not her win. It's the only win by a woman in an IndyCar series race.
That's so sad. Ladies, get out there, start driving.
It's sad, but it's also like, shit, how cool is it if you're Danica Patrick and you're the fucking only woman to ever... Like, it's one
But
of those
in
things where it's
Indy-
like, I wish... in IndyCar is...
They look like cars, though.
Yeah.
That's not the one that they look like. They're like 3 wheels or some shit.
3 wheels.
I don't know how many wheels they are, but they're
Most
like
cars have 4.
more pointy. The other one has
I think
more-
you're thinking about like a Formula 1 racer.
maybe.
They're like really small, like low to the ground, and they almost kind of like got a
yeah,
wedge.
yeah. They
They're
don't look
Formula
like a
ones.
car. Like you're not driving that to the
You ain't driving that on the
Walmart.
road.
Mm-hmm.
Like an Indy car, I mean, people would be looking at you on the road, but like it would fit in a little bit more than a Formula 1. But yeah, this was Draw. It was good. Good plot. Everything surrounding this one was a fun one.
Mhm.
One other thing about like this fight in particular, but going into all the other ones, maybe from this like later season, way bloodier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I guess we can talk about that now because like you're saying earlier that like Claire was like very squeamish at this one.
That's why,
I think it was a lot of that is just the adjustment to like the style of the 2007 revival or 2006 2007 revival.
Yeah.
It's a little more, it's a little bloodier, there's like kind of like more action. It feels like it's like maybe still claymation, but it feels like digitized in some way.
Oh.
There was one where like whose head exploded.
It was one of the Danica Patrick, I think. Her head exploded.
There's a lot. I
And
mean,
Anna
Barry
Kournikova,
Bonds had
yeah.
exploded. Like,
There was a zoom up of someone and like and their head was like "Ugh," and it exploded. Was it the Pontius? How did?
Yeah, Pontius's head exploded.
Yeah,
too.
I think it was Pontius's head, or whatever. I was just like, this isn't claymation quite. This isn't.
Yeah, there's other
something.
parts where like blood was squirting out, and I'm just like, that couldn't have been clay. I don't think. I mean, I guess they could have like hung stuff up with strings or something, but it sounds incredibly difficult to do that.
Yeah.
But it almost seemed like they were using materials that looked more gross. And then they also had that camera that was like the fight cam and like just showed punching versus the last time they didn't have that. So it definitely was upping that. But like for me, it was the blood was now like jelly almost looking. And I didn't like it.
Jelly actually would be a really good thing to use.
I think it might have been jelly. So go back and look.
Good with jelly.
But I looked up, just so you know, I was really hoping that Danica would have something that was like really weird. I know, I keep going back to her.
Okay.
I'm very interested, especially because she's the only woman who's ever won. So like, let's go. But she didn't advertise for anything terrible. It was like Airways, Secret, Nationwide Insurance, Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Antifreeze, Hot Wheels, Lyft, GoDaddy.
The Nazi Party.
Like, just really not that bad. She doesn't want kids to be hungry. Like, I don't know. I felt like that they like were pulling a little hard on that.
Or maybe she just was like in a lot of advertisements around then, and they were just like, she'll just advertise anything. But but once again, I would too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing is like the whole bit of this is these women are given more attention than they deserve because they haven't won anything. But that's entertainment, baby. Like, what do you want? Like,
Well,
I want to win.
is some Chris. I always want to call them panties. Is not Chris panties.
Chris Panties.
Chris panties and some Mark Zupan.
Chris Pontius.
Pontius.
Versus Zupan. Yeah. Pontius is from the Wild Boys and Jackass, and Zupan is a wheelchair rugby player. I wanted to look up because I just was like, who voiced these things? And according to IMDb, I don't know if this is true, but it was like Barry Bonds and Selig were like the voices of themselves. I can't imagine that was true,
no.
but I went because like when you go onto like IMDb and then you go to the episode you're on, and then you can click on it and it tells you who it is, and it only lists 5 people, and it listed both of those dudes as voice. But I'm like, I don't think that's. Can't imagine that's true.
Maybe somebody should check Wikipedia.
Because I wanted to see whether or not Zupan was the voice of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have been like, oh, this might have been a fun like little in joke.
Yeah,
because
he had a lot of lines too.
He had a lot of lines. I don't know anything about this guy. He seemed like a crazy person because he like he slammed a railroad tie into his head before the match started.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what's going on? But this one was also bloody and crazy. Pontius immediately became party boy, ripped off all his clothes.
I finally figured out what that was.
Yeah.
It's great.
Didn't you love it?
No, but it seemed fine. They did a lot of like jokes about Mark Zupan's ability, like, or lack thereof, like the fact that he has a physical impairment. And
they made fun because he can't like kick and talk and walk and run and stuff.
But it was
he's
like
in a wheelchair.
I felt like even though they were joking about it, the fact that they had him be such a badass, I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. I don't know. It seemed unfair for me. Like normally I would be very like, I can't believe you're making fun of this stuff.
I mean, they are, but also like celebrity deathmatch in general seems like nothing is necessarily sacred, and they'll make fun of anything, for good or worse. But
on the IMDb, the only credited voices are for Barry Bonds, Bud Selig, and then the main people, Nick Diamond, Tally Wong, and Johnny Gomez.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, were those 2 people actually voiced?
No, so like those, like, I see the actors here, but so I can't tell if Mark Zupan was himself or not.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell that either, but that's why I checked and I saw like Barry Bonds and Selig were there, and I'm like, so those were the one they actually like recorded that.
Yeah, so those are the ones I can confirm were not themselves.
Yeah,
but the others I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. In the end, Zupan won.
Yeah.
So that's and fun fact, that's a point for me and Claire.
I definitely think I get points.
I mean, did you say he was going to win?
I circled his name.
Okay. I have to just trust what you say because
You gotta trust.
I will view the tape later.
Oh,
and make
great.
sure you said Zupan earlier.
Oh,
And then we have one more fight,
we sure do.
which was Barry Bonds versus Bud Selig. They said it, and I was like, remember how they said it, and then I didn't. Barry Bonds crushes his own head after accidentally receiving the quote suicide squeeze sign from Nick Diamond, and in parentheses it says Nick was swatting at lint, which he thought was a bee,
which looked like baseball signals, and so Barry squeezed his own head.
Barry saw him and saw that was apparently the sign for the suicide squeeze, which is just to squeeze your own head until it explodes.
I also feel like they missed out on a lot of the other funny parts of this because, like, Barry Bonds is coming out and he's like huge because he's had all the.
Well, even before that, he's getting interviewed by somebody. Was that Cornbread or was it somebody else?
It was a different
correspondent.
Reporter.
I don't remember who she was, but he's getting, and she's like on a stool. And he's just sitting on a stool. And she's so small compared to how big he is. And the joke is obviously that he does steroids, so he's massive.
But like also tall.
Yeah, well, everything about him is huge, right?
Yeah, I guess I just would have thought
besides
that
his balls.
He's as smooth as Ken down there.
Like when I think of a roided out dude, I don't think of a tall person necessarily. I just think of like someone with like huge shoulders and neck.
Yeah. I generally think of probably a small guy that's trying to be big.
Dude, how cool would it be if I could take steroids right now and get taller?
I think that'd be fucking awesome. Let's do it. Let's inject you.
Live
on the podcast.
You have me until you want to inject me with something. Never mind.
So, fun story. Fun steroid story.
Okay.
I once was trying to go get a membership at an LA Fitness which I actually have an membership in LA Fitness, I guess, right now. But like, when I was initially, this is literally like a decade ago, when I was like, hey, I want to go to the gym here or whatever. The dude that was like helping me out was like, yo, if you're gonna do like steroids, like don't do them out here, do them in like the locker room, because we don't want to see people like injecting their toes like out here.
Oh, gross.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like they just full on brought that up
Like
to
he
you.
like legitimately like told
Like-
me like where to do steroids, and I'm
like
I'm
you
not,
look like a guy that does steroids.
I don't think I've ever looked like a guy that does steroids.
It's enough of a problem that he
God.
felt the need to mention it.
I feel like I would then be like, so are you gonna get me some? Like, is that your way of like getting your dealer? Is that his way of like bringing people in?
I wish I could be in such good shape that people thought I did steroids. You know?
It's really just your back knee.
Yeah, that's it. I did have my shirt off while he was signing me up. So,
Well, maybe he has the same impression of steroids as the creators of Celebrity Deathmatch and think just like, oh, a tall person, he must use roids.
yeah. I'm tall, so maybe he thought I did roids. Because I walked in there 2 weeks before and I was 5'8", and then I walked in and I was 6'3", and he was like, "Dude, you've been getting it. You've been getting it."
Putting in your toes? Not out here though.
No, not out here, bro. But so yeah, so
Also,
the
wouldn't
fight.
you only move onto your toes if every other vein is shot? Like, I'm worried about the people at LA Fitness.
I think that's just a spot people do it.
It
It's probably
hides
also
you from having any needle marks.
right.
Yeah, it also helps that it's not like, you know, your elbow doesn't
Yeah.
have needle marks on them or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just eject it straight in my heart.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's fastest way in.
Fastest way into the strongest muscle in my body.
I just eat them.
My heart. Eat them.
Yeah, I have gummy steroids. They don't work.
Just like Flintstones vitamins.
That's what I call my steroids.
What could you call the weed gummies that you eat?
I would never. But so Barry's on all the steroids and he's like just blowing up the fight.
Well,
But
because Selig's like tiny
he's a
compared to him.
little guy, but then he gets knocked off into Barry's like bag,
Yeah.
and he comes out with like just shots all over him.
He's
Covered in
covered in
syringes,
syringes, yeah.
And then he got huge.
Mhm.
And then you guys ever seen Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze?
Mhm.
No.
Oh, well.
Shoot super shredders out.
Yeah, he's super shredders.
Okay, well now I know what that means.
So number one, I do have the 3 DVD set of the original 3 Ninja Turtle movies. So you can borrow it and watch Secret of the Ooze if you want.
Super Shredder played by Kevin Nash.
Was he Super Shredder in that one?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Wrestler. Kevin Nash.
I knew that. I
Okay.
think
If Joe said a specific man that's played a big guy, it's probably a wrestler, right?
probably a
Big
wrestler.
sexy Kevin Nash.
And so yeah, he got tall
Mhm.
and big. Selig did. And so then it was the battle of the Roid men.
Mhm.
Selig's arm got ripped off
Yeah.
at some point. And then how did
Oh, because he ended up he was bouncing off the ropes back and forth.
Yeah.
And Barry had a baseball bat and was essentially
yeah
taking swings.
and one of the swings took an arm off.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like he kind of got wrapped up a little bit, and so he kind of became a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Nick Diamond was doing
signal,
fighting off
yeah.
the bee
Mm-hmm.
/ the lint.
Mm-hmm.
And then Barry Bonds just was like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, just squeeze his head, which I don't even know what a suicide squeeze is. I feel like that was my major problem with this fight, is that I don't know anything about baseball, so I feel like I missed a lot of the jokes. And also didn't know a lot about the Barry Bonds scandal, so missed a lot of the jokes on that end too. There were references to like Bud Selig and like the Milwaukee Brewers, and I was just like, I don't get it, and like a lot of stuff
And I'm
like
over
that.
here like, Joe, Milwaukee. I'm like, what do you know about it? He didn't know anything.
Yep.
In a suicide squeeze, the runner takes off as soon as the pitcher begins the windup to throw the pitch, and before releasing the ball.
Oh, so he just runs regardless. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
take off.
If properly executed and the batter bunts the ball nearly anywhere in fair territory on the ground, a play at home plate is extremely unlikely. However, if the batter misses the ball, the runner will likely be tagged out, and if the batter pops the ball up, a double play is likely.
Mm-hmm. So it's a high risk maneuver.
sometimes you gotta squeeze it out. I don't know.
Yep.
Suicide.
I don't really know.
Yeah, and so then he does a suicide squeeze, which he didn't want to steal a base. He wanted to kill himself.
Took very literally.
Yeah, took that literally. Yeah, that was fine. I think one of my favorite parts of this episode was when Selig fell into the thing and got all the needles and then became like the Hulk, basically. Like when he grew up, I thought that was really fun. But I didn't get any of the baseball references either. Yeah. Because I'm lame and don't do sports. So.
I mean, it was just wrestling and stuff in general. I don't know. I just watched it.
Fair enough. Claire, what did you just think about Celebrity Deathmatch overall?
What a time. What a time in television.
Just seeing
what
these
a
cogs
time.
go in her brain. She's trying to think of something nice to say about it.
I'm gonna think of nice
How
things.
can I say something nice?
I like the claymation. I thought that was interesting. I liked that they were like joking about things. I thought that was funny, I guess. I'm just not a huge violence person, so it really kind of knocked me out with that a little bit. But I don't think I'll ever see this again in my life, but it did jog some memories. Because at first when you brought this up, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You had no
now
idea.
seeing 2 episodes of it, I'm like, oh, I've definitely seen ads for that.
I have very different vibes on the first and last. I think with the first one, with it being 1998, it feels very like I thought it was fine in terms. I'm not gonna go like watch a bunch of Celebrity Deathmatch now, but like it's very like of its time, and there's something like kind of nostalgic and like, oh look, it's like it's cartoon violence, and what a weird time the late 90s was when just like this was like primetime entertainment, just like egregious violence. But it makes sense for that era, Jerry Springer, et cetera, et cetera. And then when we get to the 2007 one, it's like they're like replicating the 1998, but in like kind of a weird, like it feels like a copy of a copy of a copy. And it also feels like a little bit time out of place. You see it in the animation where it's like it's not quite the basic claymation that we expect, and like it doesn't quite look and feel like clay anymore, even though it still might be stop motion. Even stuff like in that first one you got, and maybe it's the first episode and they use their best characters first, but it's like you get Bill Clinton, Jerry Seinfeld, Jim Carrey, Mariah. But I mentioned those 3 people because they're very distinct like impressions and voices, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Clinton, Seinfeld's got his bit about, what's the deal with this, right? That everyone has an impression of. And like you get those characters in there, and it's like maybe you hate that character and want to see that character get beaten up. Like maybe you are upset about Seinfeld ending. You're just like, man, like I'd like to see like Jerry get something.
Could you imagine if I don't know what time this started, but like maybe you like watched the finale and then you went straight into Celebrity Deathmatch,
because you hated the finale,
or you skipped the finale to watch Celebrity Deathmatch. I don't know.
But
I feel like they were going after different demographics.
Sure.
But like, I mean, it was based on like, hey, like it was on the day that Seinfeld stopped, and it was called Seinfeld's Last Stand. Like, I mean,
it's a very popular thing.
Yeah.
And like it's commenting on that. And then you go to the 2007 one and it's like still famous people, but like do you have an Anna Kournikova impression? Do you even know what her voice sounds like? What about Bud Selig? Like who are these? These are news stories, but they're not like interesting characters or like storylines or plot or like
like why wasn't it like Barry Bonds versus like Sammy Sosa or Mark McGwire?
Yeah.
Why wasn't it just like the battle of like the roid guys in baseball? If you were gonna do that,
that's what I was wondering. Is like, why wasn't it just like roid? Or
why
I was
wasn't
surprised they didn't even just show up.
Why wasn't it Pontius versus Steve-O?
Yeah, any sort of jackass guy like that
Maybe
has like a character.
They already did all that, and like this is a.
I mean, maybe,
right?
But like, yeah.
But that was what was a little bit missing in this. I mean, even like part of it too is this nostalgia because it's like, what's his name? The second commentator, not Johnny Gomez.
Nick Diamond.
Like his voice is so like stuck in my brain from the like
original one.
the original.
Yeah.
And then in the new one, I'm like, that's not him.
Yeah, no. When I heard that, I was because like what Gomez?
Johnny Gomez.
Johnny
is pretty
Gomez.
good.
That was a pretty good like Johnny Gomez impression.
Yeah.
In the later one from but yeah, the Nick Diamond from 98 to 2008.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a different guy.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
like yeah.
just the comeback just felt a little bit like, why are we doing this? But I guess it's like, you know, we're still doing this type of thing now. I saw on the Wikipedia that it's like there's always talks about bringing the show back, and it's just like we just keep bringing this stuff back, even though it's like, listen, this fit a very specific time and place.
MTV doesn't do TV shows anymore, does it? It's just like rewinds of ridiculousness.
It's not going to be on MTV. It would be on like Paramount Plus or something, right?
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, because MTV.
I mean, it was only like they brought it back, but it was only like a 4-year gap
Mm-hmm.
in between, and like TV shows that like have like literally keep going.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're
have had it
switching
for
from
you.
MTV to MTV2, that's like a huge downshift. And also,
Yeah.
like, not everybody had MTV2. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about your Turner Warner cable package.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of cable
I
packages.
didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't have a Turner Warner cable package, so I don't know.
Joe, did you have one?
Oh yeah, we had Time Warner in Milwaukee.
So there we go. Time Warner. So, like, I don't know. Maybe that's also part of it. Smaller budgets.
Yeah, I'm sure the budget was smaller and all of that, but it just, just objectively judging how I felt about the beginning and end. The beginning felt weirdly cozy. The end felt weirdly cold.
Like, are you going to go back and rewatch, like, the earlier episodes now?
No, but I appreciated it.
Whew.
It's one of those things where I don't have much more to say about it because I kind of agree with Joe wholeheartedly. But it's also one of those things where this show's like only the last 2 seasons, 5 and 6, that were like from 2006, 2007 are like readily available, but they're only readily available on the worst streaming service ever, Paramount Plus. And then the first 4 seasons are just kind of like lost to the ether.
But why is Paramount Plus the worst?
Because the UI sucks ass.
Okay. I don't know. Amazon's pretty terrible.
Amazon's not nearly. Amazon looks like a golden calf that I want to worship compared to Paramount Plus.
The problem with Amazon is just you can't find anything.
Yeah.
But otherwise, once you're watching something, it works okay.
Yeah, and like it's one of those things where it's just like Disney Plus has a problem with this too, which it's like when you want to continue to watch a show, like Disney Plus only allows you to like continue to watch a show. It's like it's impossible to get to like the quote unquote details of the show where you can like pick an episode and like see the various things about it kind of thing.
That's so
It's like
annoying.
so hard to get to that stuff. And like Paramount Plus does a thing where it's like it plays a show and then it just wants to keep playing shows, and it's like hard to get out of it and like get back to where you want to be. It's just like bad UI.
Or
and
is
then
it sucking you in, and that's good?
Well,
UI?
no, sometimes it like it like won't let you like get out of the show.
Oh.
Like I want to get out of this. I want to like look. Can I look at something else? You've clicked on a show before and you don't want to watch it anymore. Paramount Plus, it's like you can't get out of this, bro.
Like you're
It's
gonna watch.
Like you're
this whole
fucking
thing.
watching this. It's like leave me alone.
So if you guys are planning to go watch this on Paramount Plus, do it at your own. Like, you've been warned.
Yeah.
You might get stuck.
They've heard me talk about how much I hate Paramount Plus in general. Just rip off Netflix. Like, you can do the UI with like special little different buttons or something. Like, just do what Netflix does as far as like user interface and just make it your own somehow. But they do it differently.
How about we just don't have 97 different streaming options?
Well,
Like,
that was
would be
that
great.
was the idea when Netflix originally.
I remember the days.
Remember back then?
I think originally though it was DVDs.
Yeah.
Let's go way.
I'll go back.
Did you ever get the DVDs?
Oh hell yeah! I got DVDs.
I did not. But I did have one brother that I'm pretty sure was still getting DVDs like late in the moment. I was like, "You're still getting the DVDs?" It's a choice.
All right. Before we go to predicts, I want to do one more comparison. I'm going to read you 2 episodes of Celebrity Deathmatch. I'm going to read you the matches.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you which one is more interesting to you. Okay?
Okay.
Here's episode 1. It's Jimi Hendrix versus Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, that's fun.
And then Bob Marley versus Shaggy.
Okay.
And
This
then
is the same
yes,
episode?
this is all one
Okay.
episode. And then Dave Matthews versus Keith Richards. Okay, so that's episode 1.
So very music.
Jimi Hendrix, Lenny Kravitz, Bob Marley, Shaggy, Dave Matthews, Keith Richards.
Okay.
And then this is episode 2. Paris Hilton versus Nicole Richie.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Margera versus Tony Hawk.
Okay.
Bam Margera versus Don Vito.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why is it by Margera twice?
He must have
2
won.
matches for Bam Margera.
Dude, here's the man, I don't know where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that first one, but you said Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie,
Yep.
and then Bam Margera versus Tony Hawk.
Mhm.
I was kind of like, man, if this third one's a banger.
Okay, you're kind of into those two?
because that's like, that sounds old. So that sounded old Celebrity Deathmatch to me,
Mm-hmm.
because that's when any of those people would be relevant.
Yeah.
But then I was like, Don Vito?
Don Vito, yeah.
Don Vito.
That's his uncle.
I've seen this episode.
Yeah. You feel like you've seen it?
Have I seen this? That third match doesn't do it for me. So I would say the first one.
Okay.
Based on like those are all people that I understand, but it's weird that they're all musicians
Yeah, this definitely looked like a
because it kind of
rock
worries
themed episode. Yeah.
me that Lenny Kravitz kills him with a scarf, right?
I just
Claire.
feel like the music one needs to be split up a little bit. It seems like it's laying down a little too hard on the music side, and it almost seems like the second one laying down way too hard on the Jackass side. So both
Or even
of
just
them
reality TV. Yeah, because it's.
I don't,
Paris
but I
Hilton.
also don't think this TV show is for Claire.
So, do you have one you prefer? Or-
I would go music though because it's MTV, so I want to see
Okay.
the musicians fight.
So what I was comparing here, the music episode with Lenny Kravitz et al. That was the very last episode of the original run, which
Okay.
aired on June 6, 2002.
Mm-hmm.
The second one with Paris Hilton and Bam Margera was the very first episode of the second run, which aired on June 10, 2006.
Okay.
So again, when you were saying like, man, Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, Bam Margera, that sounds like classic. And it's just like, now imagine that's 2006 though.
I guess, right? Yeah.
What I was looking at there is just like, we're talking about like, oh, well, maybe they had good ideas at the beginning and it's hard to compare the beginning to the very end. But now I'm comparing the end of the first run versus the beginning of the second run. And you're going to start the beginning of the second run with like people who were famous 8 years ago. Like
Bam Margera versus Tony Hawk's got like that.
still
like,
got you. Like you're going to put that on
out
after
of
this.
all of the 6 of them, that's the one I want to see.
Okay.
So everyone else sounds interesting besides Bam Margera versus Don Vito.
Mm-hmm.
If that one was a different match, that first one would have got me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
Joe, you didn't score any points on that. Those
No,
last
not
3
on the
matches.
matches.
So what was your 4th prediction?
My 4th prediction was Marilyn Manson returns.
And that
Oh.
was
Did not.
also incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no points.
Claire, what was your 4th prediction?
I said that a referee or somebody or like an announcer
Throw
throws something, which I think happened.
What happened?
There was a rope or a
There's a
snake
hose that fell
that
on-
fell, and then he threw it off of himself.
Yeah.
It's a very
Who's he?
the one that has the mustache. It looks like my Uncle Bob. You know what I'm talking about. You saw it.
Something Diamond. I can't remember his first name ever.
It's
Nick?
Nick
Is it
Diamond.
Nick
Nick
Diamond?
Diamond.
not Neil.
Nick. And then my 4th one was there would be a race car. She wore her jumpsuit. She put on her race helmet.
Mm.
She did everything but drive the car.
She
Yeah.
had like a pit crew and everything.
Exactly. So nothing there. So
I thought that was going to be like a cheap prediction, but it just goes to show there are no cheap predictions.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I thought that was a shoe-in.
Yeah.
Because my other thing was I was like going to say like Anna Kournikova like shoots balls at somebody or something like that, kind of thing. And I would have got that.
That happened.
Yeah, that one happened. So just so we can run it down, because we had points at the beginning and points at the end. Joe was the lowest with 1 point.
Mhm.
I one more up with 2. Claire finishes the night with 3 points, and she reluctantly agreed to points night tonight.
I'm liking this.
You said I guess I'll do points night.
Don't tell Jimmy though. He'll get upset.
This is great. I love you getting points, especially with this new commitment to coming to first and lasties.
Well, I'm just hoping I make enough points to get in this year.
I think you're beating me. If I was gonna, I don't know what the scores are, but I heard that you cleaned up that one time, that last time you were here, and I wasn't.
Yeah, but I didn't do so hot last week, so.
Well, you weren't here last week.
Or the week before last. Whatever week I was here. Clone High Week.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone should go listen to it.
You should. Yeah, and that's going to do it for us and Celebrity Deathmatch. Listeners, if you want to send us show suggestions, you can at FNL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter. If you're part of Claire's family and you're listening and you want to say why she shouldn't be watching Hereditary, you can let us know. We'll explain that to her next week via your responses if we get any. But thank you for listening. Claire, thanks for joining us.
I'm super glad you invited me. This was an interesting show.
Yeah. Everything about it was interesting.
It sure was.
So, yeah, we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Oh my God, I'm being recorded.
What are you talking about?
In the